before we get before we get this rant started, we got a lot of critics got something to say on Artemis fowl. Enjoy. Before I start this rant, we got lots of people who review on Artemis fowl. One of the worst Disney Plus movies ever. Let's get started. Sorry guys, I just turned down the volume. Let's get started, and away we go. And then the rest.
Do you remember the most interesting shot in the teaser trailer where that fairy jumped into the air and appeared in all her fairy glory? And it was the thing that sold the teaser trailer. They made it a lot of the poster frames. It was the one moment where you were like, maybe they have something here. Well, guess what? It's not in the movie. I can't believe that Hollywood keeps doing this.
I thought about this, and I think this is easily top 10 worst live-action Disney movies ever made. It might be top 5. This is barely a movie. It's barely a story. If you're a fan of these novels, you are going to probably hate this. This is more of a Spy Kids movie than it is an Artemis Fowl movie. I'm going to give Artemis Fowl an F.
Okay, so basically it's a cross of Harry Potter, Men in Black, and, well, I don't have Percy Jackson, but here's a picture. Percy Jackson. And what you put those together into like cookie dough. You put it together, smash it together, really, really good. You put it together, smash it down, put that crap in the oven, and what do you produce? Well, shit. But also you get Artemis fowl.
I know I'm not seeing my past fanboys video.
What was going on through their heads when they were greenlighting this film?
After I watched this movie on Disney Plus on Friday, and I gotta say, what the fuck I just watched?
Overall, guys, Artemis fuck is one of the worst things that Disney has ever made. It's totally now the second worst Disney movie of all time, the worst movie of 2020 so far, and one of my top 5 least favorite movies of all time. And it gets a 0 out of 10.
I know people are wondering, Alejandro, why did you use Inside Fan 2001? I thought you hate that user. I still detest that user while putting in just for critics. And now it's my turn. Hey guys, it's Alejandro here once again. Now you guys wondering, are you stealing my past fanboys video? No, I'm not stealing my past fanboys video. I'm just doing it for purposes. And no, I'm not gonna explain the plot. So, guys wondering. So, let's start this rant. Hey guys, it's Alejandro here once again. And today, I'm going to do a rant on this piece of crap movie called Artemis fowl. Came in the year 2020, aka the worst year I have ever had in my life, period. If you see which I'm planning to do a rant on, 2020 soon. Woohoo! So, I'm not gonna explain the plot. I don't want to get started on the plot. The plot is so freaking confusing as hell. Now, guys, I got to be really honest. I never liked this movie. That's right. I never liked this movie to begin with. Ever since I first watched that film back in. Online back in 2020, and I watched the first 10 minutes, and I despised it with a burning passion. I will give you a backstory. When I first discovered Artemis fowl, when I first heard of the Artemis fowl back in 2019, I said to myself, what the hell is this movie? Seriously, what the hell is this movie? What the hell is this movie? This movie looks absolute garbage. I'm not going to see this movie. Yeah, that's what I want to say. But then, after, let's say, like, what the hell is this movie? And then, after watching the official trailer for Artemis Fowl back in 2020, back in February or March, I said myself, this movie is gonna be garbage. I'm not gonna see this movie. I'm gonna see Saul instead of this piece of shit. Which originally Saul was supposed to come out in cinemas, but it was skipped cinemas on Disney Plus, which I was pissed off in my time. So I rewatched. Sorry guys, it's starting. Back on say guys. Last year, after watching this movie, the entire movie, all the way to the credits on Disney Plus, it was atrocious. That's right. This movie is an atrocious. This movie is got to be the worst Disney Plus movie I have ever seen in my 16 years of my life. Reason why 16 years of my life? Because it's gonna be 16 Monday. So yeah. 16 on Friday, 16 on Friday. Sorry guys, it's starting. 16 on 16 year. I'm gonna be 16 on Friday. Back on saying. So the story of this movie, is confusing. This has got to be one of the most confusing story I've ever seen. In a Disney movie, period. Not taking this very extreme, just wondering. The animation, the acting in this movie is atrocious. This has got to be the worst acting I've ever seen in a 2020 movie in history, period. I don't give a crap about the characters. I'm not gonna explain the characters, but the worst character of this movie, I With Them Rock Strikes Back, is not an March Dickens, played by none other than Josh Gad, best known by playing Chuck from the Angry Birds movie duology and the Frozen movies, and Olaf from the Frozen movies. I'm gonna say March Dickens is one of the worst characters in this movie, period. I despise that character with a burning passion. And I Would Love Rock Strikes Back side, this is one of the worst characters ever. Period. The visual effects, this has got to be the visual effects I've ever seen in a movie, period. This visual effects are pretty much the same level as Fan Four Stick being the worst visual effects I've ever seen in my of all time in cinematic history. Let's talk about the scenes. And there is one song, the I Know What Love Is from Our Chip vs. Squidward. Thankfully, Josh Gad's character, March Dickens, didn't sing the song. I mean, if they sing the song, they will ruin the song big time. So yeah. And the ending of the movie, they ended in a cliffhanger with no second chances, and then it goes to the credits at all. I despise this movie so much, and there's a lot of YouTubers that despise this movie with a burning passion. Many people ranted on this movie, tear this movie to shreds, and they despise this movie with a passion. There's a lot of users love this movie, like me, Giant Frank's Productions, Indigo Riley Higher 92 hates this movie as well. I'm with you, Indigo Riley. This movie sucks. You're my best friend with you two. This movie sucks. Mikey hates this movie, I think. I think he hates this movie. MMF hates this movie. Mystery Creasy hates this movie. And my best friend from Google Hangout, Dakota, I came up as fan on YouTube, hates this movie with a burning passion. That this is one of his worst Disney movies he has ever seen in his life. So, and Labrador, and also I forgot, and Labrador is bad, hates this movie as well. and also other YouTubers that I know hates this movie. Cynical Reviews hates this movie. Sarah the Phoenix hates this movie. Velmento hates this movie. Harry Thomas hates this movie. Rambo Rap for Life hates this movie. Acid Ross hates this movie. Mr. Tars Lemon hates this movie. Dominic Noble hates this movie. Jeremy Johns hates this movie. Chris Dominic hates this movie. Ryan Daly hates this movie. And etc. YouTubers hate this movie with a burning passion. And not just, and I forgot to mention, even the Disney's movie media despise this movie with a burning passion. It was that bad, this movie. It was that bad that this movie gone in 54% of Google users. It got 4.2 on IMDb, and it got an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is pretty much the emoji movie of Disney. Yep, there I said. And speaking of the emoji movie, I did a rant on the emoji movie. Check out my rant on it. So, overall guys, Artemis Fowl is a disaster movie. And this movie is up there with Cuties as the worst movies of 2020 period. And I'm super hyped to rant on Cuties on Friday. Oh my god, I'm so excited to tear this movie to shreds on Friday. On Netflix. On Friday. On my birthday. Overall, guys, I give Artemis Fowl -0 out of 10. It's bull crap. I'm done ranting on this movie. So, what do you guys think about Artemis Fowl? Do you hate this movie as much as I do? Comment below. Do you agree with me that Artemis Fowl is one of the worst Disney Plus movies of all time? And also Artemis Fowl. If you guys want what's my worst Disney Plus movie, is Artemis Fowl. This is one of the worst Disney Plus movies I've ever seen in my life. So that's my rant on Artemis Fowl. My next video is we're getting into something positive, and that is Alejandro Dakota Group Chat episode 32. The reason why Alejandro Dakota didn't talk to me this morning is because he's busy making 3 reaction videos. So yeah, I hope we'll do it at 1:30 his area to do episode 32, and then we're going to season 3 on Thursday. Thank you guys for watching. Maybe tomorrow at night. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for Alejandro Group Chat episode 32. Goodbye.